In today's video, we will be taking to the skies to build our new hot air balloon fleet. Why, you might ask? Because I'm lonely and seek the social gratification of others online to fill the empty void of despair. Awesome! So, come with us on our journey to build the greatest fleet anyone has ever seen in a hardcore Minecraft world, where we'll be building airships, creating colorful color gradients, building that thing from Mario, and unaliving a mother and then stealing its child. Oh, dude. This is why you're not getting ad revenue on these videos, bro. So, with all of that to come, let's get started. Our first plan of business was similar to when I first built my mega moon back in my redwood forest kingdom, and that was when we had to figure out the correct height at which I wanted the first air balloon to be at, as I didn't want it too high so that it wouldn't render in from the ground, but then not too low for it to seem unrealistic. Regardless, we found a healthy height in between and built our platform for the base of operations. Started to collect materials as well as collect some wool from our wool farm, which we had handily set up for our previous project of building the biggest rainbow mountain in a hardcore world. Once we had sourced all of our materials, we began the first balloon. This one had a nice easy design to it, using bamboo, jungle logs, and then a spruce wood flooring. We then built a mini little house on the top and then began the balloon section. This design was really cool to build from, as it had an awesome color gradient to it. Quick note that I'll be leaving all of the creators I sourced these reference builds from in the description below. We continue to add extra details to the side of the balloon, like chains and lighting features, and then finished it off with the fireplace, which acts as the burner for the hot air balloon. Moving on, we started to build its next door neighbor, as this first set of balloons was going to act as a sort of village for the fleet. This one we used a purple color palette but maintained all of the same features as before. We then started at designing what this section of the village would be, and that was an animal farm. The easy bit was creating all of the pens, and then the more challenging part was transporting all of the animals into their pens. So as you can see, we had to build a railway system into the balloon from the ground, which would carry each animal individually. When that was complete, we started on our third hot air balloon. This one we went for a green color scheme, as this was going to act as the farm section of the mini village. Alrighty everyone, we have just finished doing our first little village in this air balloon fleet. As you can see, we've now built a little house here. This was our first one that we did. Nothing too special, but just added some details along the outside, and yeah, it looks pretty cool. Here we have our farm. We have our chickens, of course, and then a cow and pig. Just put some name tags on them so they don't despawn. And obviously have the railway here to transport them all. Over here we have our wheat farm with a dirt block in the middle because it just refuses to go away. And yeah, we made it the middle section with the lanes. Here we have our villager hall, which has all of the villagers that we might need for trading. So yeah, which is pretty cool. Got some unbreaking on there, which is quite nice. And yeah, this guy's probably going to end up jumping off, but oh well. And then for our final one, I thought it'd be quite nice to make this like a relaxing type spa feature. So we added like a nice little hot tub to this one, which I thought was really cool. Nothing too special, but I think, yeah, it worked out pretty well. So yeah, that's pretty much it for this town. So let's get on with the rest of the build. The next build was actually the whole reason why I thought of doing this in the first place, and that was building the house from the movie Up. This was a really cute build to add to the fleet, as it came out looking really colorful. So I was happy that we got it built finally. Alrighty, now next up I kind of want to come over here to this balloon bit right here by the farm, and I kind of want to make like another lane section going off in this direction over here, but what I want to build now is kind of like a big airship almost, and it like lead off into a different section now of the town itself. So yeah, we're just gonna go ahead now and kind of just build like a really cool airship design and have them kind of float around in here, because this is gonna be like the housing section, and then we're gonna go to more like floating airships and cars almost. So yeah, let's get started with that. This was now our first big airship we were adding to our fleet. This is where we start to add a bit of the story to the overall project, as these ships are seen as cargo carriers for the fleet, so require a bigger ship and a bigger balloon. But I really like the design of this one as we start to play around with the different wood variants as well as the balloon structure. I also did start to struggle with the overall look and feel of how this fleet should look and the overall story of why the fleet is here, but luckily, just out of pure coincidence, I had built these hot air balloons over an ocean monument. So got the idea that the fleet have come to worship this ocean monument for whatever reason. So I placed 4 beacons down to outline the center of the fleet and that we would then build around it in a circular formation. I do have a future project plan for this, so stay tuned for that. But this idea gave me the overall structure that I needed to build the next big builds. And that takes us to our first big mothership of the fleet. This build took around 3-ish days to do fully, but was so worth it, as you can see. Layer by layer, we build an incredible airship which adds so much aura to the fleet itself. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, this is just a quick update on the big airship that you've seen me build for the past day and a half. And this is basically just, I think, past the midpoint of the build. We are slowly making the final progress to this massive airship. It has taken a while. Like I said, it's been almost a day and a half now of just completely grinding each layer as we go up for this huge airship. But I think it's going to look really, really cool once it's complete, because in comparison to like this mini one here and even this baby one right behind it, it just looks gigantic. You can see on the we've completed the first front of the sails here, and we're just finishing the second big sail at the back, and then there's going to be a mini sail above this one as well. But yeah, that's pretty much it so far. So yeah, we'll get back to it. After we had spent what felt like forever building the huge mothership, I thought I'd take a step back and focus on some easier and smaller builds. So we built this creeper hot air balloon, which I thought was really cute, and then started to build some more random hot air balloons. Again, giving them some cool, unique designs, as I didn't want that many duplicates in the fleet itself, but mainly just spent the next couple of days grinding out some new builds to create a full circle of the fleet. All right, everybody, welcome back to another update. We're just going to butt in here and take you for a mini little tour of what we've done so far. But yeah, we've almost kind of completed the full circle of this area of this like massive fleet or air balloon village that we're calling it. And yeah, we have done a lot since our last update. As you can see, we're trying to make it as colorful as possible. But let's kind of just start here from the left-hand side. This really cool steampunk airship design that I found online. I'm going to link all building references in the description, so if you guys want, you can build them yourselves. But yeah, this one was really cool. This pretty much took like an entire day to do just because of the amount of detail, but this was really fun to do and I think it looks so cool. So credit to the guy that did this. And then we go over here, which we have like a nice little heart one, which you guys saw me build. That was really cool. It was nice to actually do something different in terms of like shape for once. So yeah, that was really nice. And then yeah, we kind of just built more of these like mini airships here, because I kind of felt like this medium-sized one here needed some support, or like, you know, cargo carriers or something on the lines of that. And then we just went with like different colored wool just to give it a little bit different, even though this one is kind of lagging behind, but I think it's fine. And then yeah, we kind of also built another one of these. I really like these balloons. I think they, in terms of like the actual design, they probably look the best in terms of like the air balloons themselves. But again, yeah, these took a while as well. These took like a good couple hours to do, just again because of the detail. Over here again, I think these are like the cutest ones. You can just see that we added like the banners on the side here to give them eyes. I just think it's really cute, and I'm going to build another one with like a different pattern over on this left hand side to fill in this gap. But yeah, and then yeah, we've just got like some average stuff here. We've got like an average balloon here, nothing too special. And then I kind of again wanted to add in some miniature airships behind the big mothership here, again just as like some cargo carriers. You know, these aren't too complicated, didn't take that long to build. So we might build some more in the future, like almost like a fleet following the mothership. But I think for now, this is kind of like a good sort of design for it. And over here, we have like another really nice designed looking air balloon. Kind of messing around with like the nether color palette here, you can see. But yeah, again, another really cool design that I found online. Massive credit to the creator because it does look so good. Again, yeah, it wasn't a complicated build at all. It just meant you had to go to the nether just to farm the materials. And then over here we were sort of continuing the lovers air balloon style. You know, we've got our heart balloon there, but now we've got more of a circular one. I kind of built two because I just wanted to be a cute little couples air balloon type deal. Again, nothing too strenuous in terms of design, but you know, obviously the heart makes it in the middle, which is really cute. Now these ones are, I won't say my favorite, but they are really cool. Actually, I think they are my favorite, to be honest. I mean, again, a really basic design. They are basically the smaller ones of like those designed ones over there. But again, I just think they're really cute. And my favorite detail is adding the cocoa bean seeds on the side, because it gives the impression of that weighted bag that you actually find on air balloons themselves. These I just thought was so cute. I mean, after I built the first one and the second, I thought, oh, let's just do pretty much a load more and try get like all of the main core colors, because I just think they work so well collectively together. But yeah, I think in terms of what's been done, that's pretty much it. All we need to do now is go in and fill in this bigger section here, and then continue maybe just building some more basic ones just to fill in the gaps. Oh yeah, I also changed my skin, if you're wondering, and yeah, this kind of just encapsulates my entire mood. So yeah, sweet. All right, the last little detail I kind of want to add to this area is the new baby ghasts that Mojang have just recently added, because I think we need some more life into this little fleet. We did add some animals here and some villagers. I think we added about like 4 or 5, but we've only left with 2 now. I think they've been slowly just dropping to their demise down there. But anyway, let's go and try now find some ghasts. Now, I do know you can also craft them just by putting in bone meal with some soul sand into the crafting bench. Sorry, not bone meal. It's ghast tears with some soul sand. And then you get your dry ghast. But I think for the first one, I do kind of want to find it by myself. And then what we can do afterwards is go ahead and just get a load more just by crafting them. So yeah, let's go find our first dried ghast naturally in the nether. I have a pretty good idea of where I can find them. It's going to have to be in unloaded chunks, so we're gonna have to go all the way over here. All right, we're coming up to our area. We managed to find one of these. I think this happens basically when a chunk either loads and it or it doesn't load correctly or something, but it's actually right by a soul sand desert or biome. So yeah, let's basically just go around and explore and try to find one of these ghasts. I don't know if this is an area that I've loaded fully, so I'm hoping we do find one of the dried ghasts here. Come on, baby ghast, where are you? Oh, there it is. I think that's it. Hold on. I think this is its mother, so let me just eliminate it real quick. There it is. Oh, it's so cute. Oh no, how do I pick it up? How do I pick this up? I thought you just use it as a bucket. Nice. Okay, there we go. We have our first little baby dried ghast. So after we had successfully abducted the baby ghast, we placed it along with a few others in the water outside our home base and began the waiting process. Once the baby ghasts had hatched and were fully grown by feeding them snowballs, we placed their harnesses on and began migrating them to their new home. They really do add just an extra bit of life to the fleet, and if you have any more suggestions on how to improve this fleet build, please do leave a comment down below. This far, thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. These videos take a lot of work and effort, so I'd really appreciate it if you left a like and subscribed, and I'll see you all in the next one.